Really good at his man, Theo Butler. I'm sorry. I ain't even had the first one yet this morning. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. Why? Because if you know me, grow me, and sharing is caring. I think we got a great show lined up. Of course, I always think we got a great show because we rocking with the rock. I'm totally not prepared this morning. I know it's been a long night. When you're the only pilot in Wakanda and you serving double duty as the MC at the Wakanda nightclub, it's a lot going on. You pulling a lot of shifts, you doing a lot and everything like that. So I'm getting where I need to be. We gonna have a great show this morning. So before we begin, like I said, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. If you don't like, Groovy, what's going on? If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. If you can say, Theo, you should have had like 2-3 shots of coffee before you went live this morning. That's constructive criticism. Saying, Theo, you suck. That's not constructive. That's just criticizing. What's going on? The Kamoyo King, the Black Panther fan group president, is in the building. Like I said, I think we got a great show. But by and large, because we rocking with the Rock With Me Nation, I know we gonna have a great show. I know I'm trying. We're gonna get here. So we here now. I think, like I said, I think we got a great show. Shout out to my father up above who always keeps us with a great show and everything like that. Like I said, we're gonna make sure you get where my glasses at. Lord Jesus have mercy. Boy, I told you I'm all over the place this morning. Oh man. Hopefully yesterday was good to you. It was good to me. Shout out to the YouTube family, Rock With Me Nation. For those of us that are still mourning the loss of a colleague, that is absolutely understandable. Take as long as you need to. Take as long as you need to. When you lose a best friend, I don't know how it is to lose a spouse. I don't. I know how that is to lose a best friend. That hurt. That hurt. So to everybody that's going through it, take the time that you need and everything like that. He gonna be missed. He's gonna be missed. You don't rock with somebody. When I say rock with somebody, it ain't like you subscribe to somebody or taking in somebody's content for as long a period of time as you taking in his content, and you don't notice it when it's not there anymore. So he would definitely be missed. I want to make sure that let me say it like this. I was talking to my friend Jonte this morning. You never know when I said this, I touched on this yesterday. You never know when the person that you're kicking it with that day is going to be the last day that you see them or talk to them. Let's do better by one another. Let me just say that. So, like I said, before we begin, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment, as in how a person, myself, can improve themselves. I'm making sure I keep up with these comments, though. We got Groovy Fee in the building. We got Javon Bless in the building. And we got Kamoyo King in the building. Yeah, we in here. So, put my reading glasses on when you get to a certain age. Yes, regardless of what you got going on, you're going to have to find yourself with these. So, Caitlyn Clark and Team USA. We're just going to go down with it. You know what? We're going to start. Caitlyn Clark and Team USA. What's going on now, tell them? What's going on? Anybody around here? Anybody around here been following the Olympics since, watch this, the greatest miracle on ice? Anybody remember Team USA, the hockey team? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember them back in the day? Remember how we kept sending our college athletes to the Olympics? Hockey. And the Russians was just making it do what it do. Y'all remember that? I know I ain't the only one. Because folks talk like, you know what? My fault. Ain't this stuff in the news like it's recorded, right? Okay, all right. So we was taking L's. We felt good. Them young kids, hockey team, they beat them. I was living in New York at that time. I was. Do you believe in miracles? I think it was Al Smith that said, do you believe in miracles? Yes. Man, you seen the boys just hockey sticks and everything like that. It used to be a time where we could just send the college athletes over there, hockey, basketball, and make it do it. No, hell no. Let's stop being what that was a long, long time ago. I know folks younger than me might be accustomed to professional basketball players going over there, making it do what it do. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. By and large, the only basketball team that was making it do what it do was the women. Their collegiate team has always pretty much been consistent. The fellas, they fell off. Women always, they don't care. They don't care. Listen. They don't care. Soccer, they gonna make it do what it do. Track and field, they gonna make it do what it do. They don't care. They trying to win. They trying to win. They trying to win. Well, we got tired of losing, sending our college kids over there. We got tired of that. We put together the dream team. Do y'all know who all was on that dream team? We don't talk about it. There's a reason for that. We don't talk about the person. They was on dream team. Wasn't a black dude either. Wasn't no black dude that was on that dream. No. There's some black dudes on that dream team. But the dude that I'm talking about, he wasn't black. But now as a college basketball player, oh, good Lord, have to the Fix It, Jesus, Mercy, www.com. Oh, good God. He played at Duke. You couldn't tell the world he wasn't nice. Oh, no. Them boys saw that dude turn around. He that thing to Grant Hill. No, I think it was Grant Hill. He did to him. My dude, played against Michigan. The Fab Five. Swoosh. If you don't know his name, there's nothing wrong with that. He didn't do that much in the pros. But now college, oh. But he did play, well, he was on that Olympic team. He was on that Olympic team. Now, just so we clear, just so we understand, the Olympic team he was on, because he ain't getting no PT. Charles Barkley was on that team. Karl Malone was on that team. John Stockton was on that team. Larry Bird was on that team. Michael Jordan was on that team. Scott, oh no, he wasn't going to get no PT. Okay, well, where's she going at? No. How many women teams in the WNBA right now? I don't keep up, but okay, I know Olympics, they said 11. They said 11. They said 11. And they not trying to lose. No, they not trying to. I'm telling you, the women not trying to lose. Okay. Because this me. If she is, because I don't know, you got to tell me. You follow the game. I don't. Is she one of the best 11 players they got right now? I don't know. Now, if she's one of the best 11, she deserves to go. If she's one of the best 11. But honestly, in your mind, if she's not one of the best 11, I don't give a damn what her name is. We play to win the game. She shouldn't be going. Now watch this. Just because she was all that in a bag of chips in college, don't mean she's going to be worth a damn in the pros. Once again, Christian Laetner. Let that young lady's play dictate where she's going to be, because you can't play for her and you can't talk it, you can't do it for her. You just can't. Let her play dictate. The World Games every 2 years. The Olympics are every 4 years. If she's supposed to be there, she will. She will. Stop making it a big damn deal. I promise you, you're making it harder for it in a little bit. Let her play. Stop saying what she deserves. No. If she deserves it, she gonna get it. Just stop. Just stop. Y'all all want to do this. Just shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. And I'm saying shut up because you act like folks weren't living when they saw that stuff happen. We saw Christian Laetner dominating college, not so much in the pro. We saw him not do a damn thing on that Olympic team. She coming out of college. So what are we saying? There's not 11 veterans better than her? Think about what you're saying. It ain't me saying it. I don't follow the game. But you telling me it's all them teams that's out there. It's not 11 people better than, okay. But then you're going to turn around and get in your feelings when folks start knocking her to the floor. Last I checked, she ain't the only one getting knocked to the floor. No, Candace Reese tasting that floor too. That's what happened when you come out of college and you running your mouth or folks running their mouth for you. It's veterans out there. And they mad, some of them, because they ain't get all that acclaim and praise coming out of college. Okay, well. We like to say this. She got to get in where she fit in. She got to get in where she fit in. That is what that is. Women's teams trying to send the Avengers to the Olympics. They've been sending them to the Olympics. And I don't even know if they sending their best or they just take it more serious. They not playing. Hockey. They trying to win. They trying to win. They feeling some type of way. If failure is not an option. I've noticed that when the women athletes go to the Olympics, oh no. I would love to tell you that the men take more pride. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. You've been watching the Olympics just like I've been watching the Olympics. How long the women's soccer team been making it do what it do, and we trying to figure out what's wrong with the men. Them women want that. they want that. They not trying to lose. No. No. Each and every sport. Now, if we want to say something, fellas might feel some type of way when I say that. Oh no, in each and every sport, the American women trying to win. Every sport. They're not trying to lose nothing. Watch this. I don't even know if the women have ethnic racial issues over there with one another. Soccer, basketball, all the team sport, no, all the women look like they. When last time you heard a female? When last time you heard a female of a sports league say something that by and large wasn't supported by the league? No, them queens over there united. So let her play. Let her play. If it's what it is, we not gonna be able to deny that young lady. We not. Her play is gonna dictate it. So let that be what Jerry West just passed. Damn. Condolences to Jerry West. Goodness. Caitlyn trapped in the culture war. Listen, Caitlyn, my advice to you: just go ball. Just go ball. Shut out everybody else. Just go ball. If it's for you, you're going to get it. Ain't nobody going to be able to deny you and everything like this. Just block out everybody else. But we're going to keep the party rolling and everything like that. Just let her play. Just let her play. Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith on Will Smith. First of all, he would say this, so let me say it. Let me preface this by saying this. I like Stephen A. Smith. I like Stephen A. Smith. And let me just say, I've noticed the brother's health change. Have you noticed my brother that lost weight? Since Shannon Sharp came over to ESPN, he has quietly applied pressure for Stephen A. Smith to get in shape. And older man, that's to be commended. So Stephen A., I see what you got going on. I see what you got. I ain't gonna do that. Cause education. That's what my brother would say. Edutainment. Edutainment. So Stephen, and because it ain't just Stephen. It's not just Stephen. It's quite a few brothers. So let's go ahead. Stephen A. Smith is apparently surprised of the success that Will Smith is currently enjoying, considering what he did, 2 years ago? Slapped the taste out of Chris Rock. Okay. Chris Rock is a grown behind man. Now let me say it like this. In life, whenever you make it your business to insult another man's wife, woman, girlfriend, sister, mother, daughter, whatever, you're putting, regardless of how funny that joke is, you're putting your fate in that man's hand. Now, people like to ask this question, and they always ask it to the Shannon Sharps. They ask it to the Kendrick Perkins of the world. Well, would Will Smith have done that to you? And they always chuckle. Or you know the answer to that one. No, you're asking the wrong question. The question should be, do you think Chris Rock would have made fun of your wife? See that? We never ask that question to the big fellas. No, we just keep asking the big fellas if Will Smith would have slapped them. Okay, well, hell, would Chris Rock have roasted your wife? Let me ask that. Would Chris Rock, knowing your wife, daughter, sister, mother, suffers from alopecia, has a medical condition, would he have made fun of yours? Would it be a standing thing for him to keep poking fun at your wife, daughter, mother, sister, aunt, grandmother for damn near 5-10 years? Would you allow him to keep bumping his damn gums and you ain't set him straight? I don't know. I ain't got it in me like that. I ain't wired that way. I'm not built that way. I'm not. Because see, at the end of the day, watch this. My wife, that's a reflection of me. That's the other half of me. My children are me. My sister is someone who came from my mother no differently than I did. No, you putting your hands, you putting your life in my hands when you start conducting yourself like that. It's up to me how I want to deal with you. And I ain't got to deal with you how the public say deal with you. I don't. You should have kept your damn mouth closed. Now let me go ahead and say it like this. To all you men that say he was wrong, stop lying. Yeah, I'm calling the flag. I'm throwing the flag on the play. You lying and you full of it. You ain't finna let nobody talk about your damn mama like that. Well, guess what? Jada Pinkett Smith is somebody's mother. And regardless of whether you like her or not, guess what she deserves the respect of at the end of the damn day? Somebody's mother. Chris Rock should have got his ass beat a long time ago, except it shouldn't have been on stage. No, it should have been in a back alley or in his room where he'd have understood the seriousness, the severity of the situation. You got one more time. You got one more time. And just like I caught you slipping right here, I'm going to catch you slipping again, and I'm going to beat the holy hell out of you. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. I don't give a damn if Will Smith thought it was funny. I don't. I saw what he did. No man should ever feel that damn comfortable, whether he's a comedian or not, steadily targeting the female members in your family. If they do, that's an indictment on you as a man. You need to figure out why he feels so damn comfortable. Shannon Sharp can say what he wants to, but we know how sensitive Shannon Sharp is. Watch this. Stephen A. Smith, you're a liar because how you got in your feelings about what Monica McNutt said, stop the cap. Stop. You love your damn sister to death. You do. Ain't no way in hell you finna sit up there and let somebody continuously ridicule your sister, especially in regards to a medical condition. Stop lying. And stop seeking headlines. You got a podcast. You're successful on ESPN. You don't need to talk on everything. Because watch this. You don't know everything to speak on everything. You definitely lack empathy. And in you lacking empathy, you open yourself up for people to question your credibility. Stop. Stop. Once again, I like you. I like you. Just stop. Just stop. You doing, as they used to say back in the day, you're doing the most right now. Yeah, you don't have to talk about everything. I don't. I got a nice little lane I stay in. We gonna keep up with these notes. Monica was on his helmet. She was saying Chris they say there and let Louis C.K. say the N-word, but that part right there. I have folded the man over disrespect. Listen. If you a man and you want to crack jokes on me, I'm right there. And I'm good with you cracking on me. You say whatever you want to about me, whether it's true or not. Get your jokes on. But the woman that's sitting at the table, I don't give a damn. You a comedian. Tell the jokes and watch this. Let me take it here. If your set is 30 minutes, come with 30 minutes worth of material. You didn't know I was going to be there. You didn't know my wife was going to be there. Don't neither one of us need to be part of your set unless we getting part of your pay. We didn't sit backstage and come up with no material for me. No, if I'm part of your routine, I need that. I need that because neither you nor your writers thought of that damn joke before you walked out on stage. I need my cut. I need my cut. But we're going to keep the party rolling and everything like that. Not grown enough. So, shout out to the super producer. Great for making it do what it do once again. Now, I'm going to show some, how can I put this? I'm going to show some respect. Peer-to-peer respect. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not. But now I easily could. But I'm not going to mention any name. This is me doing something. This is education. I know you probably think you don't need it. But you do. You do. So somebody went above and beyond. Shout out to the super producer Gray. Damn. I be wishing some stuff folks just wouldn't say because you come across like you think you better than some people. And you not. You not even more knowledgeable than some of the people that I know. You not. I know based on your numbers, folks think you are. You not. And I know some folks would like to think you're the more enlightened out of everybody. You not. You not. You not. I get how sometimes we feel ourselves. I do. But see, when you got peers out here, kind of like, watch this. Watch where I go with this. So, Kendrick Perkins made some comments on air about LeBron James, the basketball player. Kendrick Perkins, the NBA analyst, made these comments about LeBron James, the basketball player. LeBron James, the man, unfollowed Kendrick Perkins, the man, on Twitter. They supposed to be cool. Well, see, if Kendrick Perkins, they supposed to be cool. They've been teammates, and Kendrick Perkins does speak highly of LeBron James, by the way. If they're supposed to be friends, or that friendship, relationship is what it is, then if LeBron James felt crossed by Kendrick Perkins, y'all supposed to be cool. Call him. The phone call. The phone call. Two men. Grown folk conversation. You know, like our elders used to have back in the day. I know folks don't do it now, but you know, back in the day, we really could, as kids, go have a fight and be friends 2 weeks later, if not a week later. We could. I know kids today probably don't do that, but no, we, as teenagers, we could go knuckle up. Yeah, hey, 3 o'clock. All right, say less. You ain't saying nothing. 3 o'clock. Circle form round after school. We put them hands on each other. Now, mind you, the gun was there too. The gun was just in the car. They understand. Gun was either in the glove compartment. Shotgun was in the back window and everything like that. But nobody touched it. No, I'm gonna beat your ass. A lot of respect was gained that way. Folks would be friends. Well, we don't do that now. Folks. So clearly an anti-recaster had an interaction with a recaster. It did not go the way the anti-recaster thought it was going to go. It didn't. So the anti-recaster, now mind you, the individual who's a popular YouTuber says, used to be Captain Marvel, now just anything with the woman as the MCU. What comic, essentially responding to a question, what comic would get you in this situation if people found out you liked it? Essentially a situation where if you like the comic, somebody would just want to take you out. So the YouTuber says Captain Marvel. Now, any comic you say in regards to a woman will get somebody wanting to take you out. We experience that over here? Do we? We don't have that going on over here, do we? Okay. Well, someone else, Danny, I'll mention his name. I'm trying to look out for my fellow YouTuber. Not a comic, but MCU related. Mind you, this Danny. I recently ran a 1 versus 1 on this hell site. Hell site? Can't just be a site, website? Okay. Hell, so there's the slight right there. Slight, hell site. Over the whole kind of passive aggressive. Whole recast T'Challa BS. So you already calling it BS. So you went in this conversation already with an effed up mentality. It quickly devolved from the pro-con of Prince T'Challa replacing his pops to the idiot. See where you at? How many times in this? I'm not finished, Danny. And how many offensive things have you said about anybody that wants the character recast? But you, Mr. Innocent, though. Not a comic, which is crazy, because is that Elijah Bradley in your, no, is that Isaiah Bradley in your profile pic? You pro-black, but cannot understand pro-black sentiments, which is crazy because the dude that you talking to is a black nerd. You black or not? Or is it just popular to be black? You talk about the civil rights, but do you really understand the significance of the civil rights? And if you did, you wouldn't be questioning the significance of T'Challa, nor would the black nerd you were talking to. It's too much synergy there. You should know better. But class is in session. Not a comic, but MCU related. I recently ran a 1 versus 1 on this hell site over the whole recast T'Challa BS. It quickly devolved from the pro-con of Prince T'Challa. You mean Toussaint? You mean Toussaint? Okay. To the idiot, which one? Who you calling an idiot? And why are they an idiot? Are they lacking knowledge? Or are they just adamant about challenging yours? Trying to say, I'd be okay with Miles and MJ shipping. Get married. Think about what he said. What he's saying to you is, if you're okay with T'Challa Jr. linking up with Aurora Monroe, then yeah, you might as well say you would be cool with Miles Morales. Oh, hell, Peter Parker Jr. That's the true analogy right there. You would be fine with Peter Parker Jr. hooking up with Mary Jane. But you're not going to get a Peter Parker Jr. because they would never do anything to the character, regardless of what happens to Tobey Maguire. Regardless of what happens to Andrew Garfield, regardless of what happens to Tom Holland, there will always be a Peter Parker there. They're not killing that character off, and you know it. It was like debating a horny Drake. No, what it was is you was talking to Kendrick. You weren't talking to Drake. Drake don't know how to represent his blackness. Kendrick does. Seems like you don't know how to represent your blackness either. Neither does the black nerd you was talking to. Because the black nerd says these folks ain't grown enough to have these conversations. This is why I refuse to take them seriously. They want to act principled, but they really just thirsty. I'm not going to mention your name because I respect you. But respectfully so, whenever you want to have a grown man conversation, Blerd, whenever you want to have a grown man conversation, it doesn't have to be with me. It could be with my brother D-Real. But there are quite a few of us in the recast movement, contrary to what you think, feel, believe, know, more than capable, more than willing to sit down and have a grown man conversation, because some of us have been grown longer than you've been. I know that's hard to believe, but some of us have actually been reading comics longer than you have. Some of us have been in relationships longer than you have. Some of us have clothes older than you. I'm sorry. You say what your title, but no, you act like I'm trying to be nice. But the sneak dissing, my brother, I have nothing but the utmost respect for you. And I'm still going to have it. But I'm going to be honest with you. You don't know what I know. You don't. You just have a bigger following. But know what I know? It's not even close. It's not me being braggadocious. It's just I've been living longer than you. And I never stopped leveling up my knowledge when it comes to comic books. I also never stopped caring about my people. I didn't. And yeah, you going to check for the X-Men, but you're not going to check for the X-Men like I'm going to check for the X-Men. You're going to do just enough. I don't answer to anybody over here except my people. And I don't have to call myself a Blerd to acknowledge my blackness. I don't. I think it's front and center right here in the camera. I think you know who I am. But thirsty, as you can see, I got a lot of T'Challa around me. And one of the things we talk about in Recast T'Challa, surround yourself with as much Black Panther content as you can, so you have T'Challa front and center day to day, but not just T'Challa. See, Blerd, that's where you get it wrong, and that's where quite a few of you anti-recasters get it wrong, which is why I know you ain't sat down and had not one damn honest conversation with somebody from the recast movement. You would also know it's about Chadwick Boseman. You would also know it's about uplifting Black women. You would also know that it's about uplifting all the Black characters if you actually sat down and talked to one, but you don't sit down and have conversations with members from Recast T'Challa. No, you talk at Recast T'Challa. You accuse Recast T'Challa. You make assumptions about Recast T'Challa. Well, you do all that, but you won't go live with you. You won't go live with you. No, you better not take us seriously. Because if you take us seriously, well, you know damn good and well we shut down movies. I'm claiming that victory. Yeah, $800,000 lost. That was Recast T'Challa. Okay, we just took down a website. Take that down. Take that article down. No, that's not right. Take it down. We threw a flag on the play with X-Men 97. Like, the movement is not getting more and more ignorant. No, the movement is getting more and more intelligent. You know why? Because we choose knowledge to grow the movement. Knowledge that can be fact-checked and is going to come back right, so that folks going to be like, well, damn, they know what they talking about. See, that's the whole thing. Folks know we know what we talking about over here. We know what we talking about, and we care what we're talking about. You can't divide us amongst the men, young and old, because we got young and old brothers over here. You can't divide us when it comes to men versus women, because we got women in the group too. You can't divide us when it comes to the LGBTQ, because we got that over here too. So, Blerd, who you repping? Oh, y'all repping the MCU. You repping the MCU. You not repping your blackness. You're getting paid off of it, but you're not repping it. You're not repping it. Yeah, you can have that picture of Isaiah Bradley, but since I was following y'all for a long, long time, none of y'all said a damn thing about how Lamar Hoskins got treated. I'm still waiting on that video. I keep receipts. Where was the vitriol for Monica Rambeau? She should have been the first female Captain Marvel. Or is that significant moment not black enough for you? Or is that black moment not significant enough for you in comics to have wanted to get that story right? What about Monica Rambeau? Because we said this way before the damn Marvels movie came out. What about her stereotypically making the hero save and being left on the other side of it? What about that one? Did you say something about that one? What about when her mother, Maria Rambeau, showed up in Carol Danvers' whiteface? Did you say something then? Did you educate your fans then that that was Carol's alter ego? Did you tell them that Monica had 4 alter egos herself that Maria should have been? Did you ask where Frank was? Did you ask why War Machine has been paralyzed since 2016? Have you ever asked that question? I know we ask it over here quite often. I heard what you said about, well, damn, we ain't got that much color coming out of the age of Krakoa. That's a comic book. And based on your commentary, you low-key felt pressured to have to talk about that. We don't feel pressured to talk about blackness over here. We rep blackness all day, every day, twice on Sunday. And we actual factual. We keeping up with all the black characters. Not just one, all of them. Why in the hell is Sam broke? Did you go back and explain to your people, Blerd, why Sam should never have been portrayed as financially inept in the MCU? No, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't know how to. You know why? Because you're not a black veteran. You just want to watch the MCU and encourage your followers to enjoy the MCU regardless of how they are portrayed in the MCU. We don't do that over here. That sound thirsty? Or does it sound knowledgeable? That's what it's about over here. It's about growing the knowledge over here. It is. So if that means, let me see if I got this right. If that makes me not as grown as you, because that's an insult, which is crazy because you know I'm over here. You know I'm over here, so when you know who I rep. That's the other thing. Y'all make these comments and y'all know who over here. You know who over here. Whether you ever mention my name or not, you know who over here in Recast T'Challa. You know it. Every damn black YouTuber knows who's over here. Y'all not stupid. Y'all not. So when you make comments like this, it's like either A, you don't really know who's in Recast T'Challa, or B, you think you better than Recast T'Challa. As in, you know, bruh. It's nothing for us to have a conversation. As my brother D-Real has alluded to, we can pull up at your spot or you can pull up at our spot. It ain't got to be no name calling. It ain't got to be no over talking. It ain't got to be no sneak dissing. No, it really could be just about the facts, but we stay strapped up shorty over here. So when you come, you not. Make sure you got everything. Make sure you got all your ducks in a row. Because when we pull up, we pulling up Trump tight. I'm pretty sure since you got Blerd in your name, you know what that means. Joker, Joker, deuce, deuce. Or Uno reverse. However you want to pull it, we pulling up with a handful. So handful. So it's easy to talk on social media, but we don't just talk. And when I say we, I'm talking Recast T'Challa. So whenever you ready, because it's easy to have that conversation with your homeboy who, no man, I'm not. It's a lot of fake blackness. It's a lot of convenient blackness. It's a lot of popular blackness on social media that ain't got a damn thing to do with blackness because it ain't real. It's temporary. It can be washed off. It's going to fade over time. Anyway, we're going to keep the party rolling because I ain't going to stay fixated on that. I'm going to keep up with these notes real quick, though. What's going on, Black Panther? What's going on? D. Steve, the Black Panther moderators in the building. Rock with me, Nation moderator. I would never use Blerd to describe myself. I don't even know what that is. Like Reed having a son, also named Reed with titanium. That's it. Is there emojis in their name? Let me see. Is there emojis in their name? Nah. But you know, it ain't a simple name, but you know, folks gonna say and do what they want to do without having the knowledge to back it up. So what's going on, Big Gray? What's going on? Too many cats stay all cold all the time. Just saw that tweet 25 minutes ago. Yes, sir. Price is right. Fail sound. Morning. What's going on? I'll see y'all, man. Yeah. So my thing is, one, I was disappointed by the comment because, like I said, you got peers out here. You got peers out here, and you know they're knowledgeable. What you just said was you don't respect them. That's when you let that popularity go to your head. You think you better than some other folks? You can. It's all right. We grew just by being consistent. We didn't have to flip-flop the Rock With Me Nation, Recast T'Challa. We just stayed consistent. Knowledge about the characters. Now that's key because you got to know what you're talking about. So it's no such thing as we don't know what we talking about over here. No, we own the knowledge. So that ain't gonna be the conversation piece. It's gonna be a question of blackness. Well, folks calling themselves a Blerd. Folks got Isaiah Bradley in their photo. If not Josiah X, you saying a lot. You're saying a lot, but I'm Generation X. Quite a few of us are. So we know what blackity blick black is. Shout out. Shout out to my brother D Real. He was talking about CB40 the other day. We know what blickity blick black is. Michael Jai White that's Generation X. He said it as a joke in Black Dynamite, but I'm militant. I've been black like this for a long time. So when the rest of y'all ready to come on down and pick up a shovel, let me know. Until then, when grown folks is talking. They say what they want to. What does Recast T'Challa do? Y'all remember that song, Walk It Like You Talk It? Recast T'Challa, walked it like they talk. They say, no, you're going to recast the character. No, we're not. If you act like what we that wasn't a request. That was a, okay, never mind. Y'all just, you know what it is? Y'all want Recast T'Challa to go away so y'all can get y'all video games and y'all movies like y'all used to. Ain't that what that is? Y'all thirsty for the old MCU. That's what that is. We holding up the fun. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like we holding up the fun. Y'all can't have fun like y'all used to because we out here in them streets. Oh, damn well. We ain't going nowhere. Tell him to bring back T'Challa and we'll leave y'all the hell alone. If he don't want to bring back T'Challa, we going to stand in the middle of the street and we ain't letting nobody through the intersection. Yeah. And you know why we ain't got to do that? Watch this. That's what make this too easy. I'm like, Theo, that's what make this too easy. So, using the source to bring back a hero, that's why this be too easy. Let me, hold on. Sharing is caring. No, if you know me, grow me, right? Sharing is caring. If you know me, grow me. We comic book fans, right? We respect the source material, right? You read Darndest Other Species? I read it. Did you read Power? I read it. Did you read Doom War? I read it. You follow Iron Man? I do. Did you read that storyline where he had extremist virus in the system? I did. Okay. And I ain't have to be a Blerd to know any of that. Okay, so we got this from Scream Rant, which keeps an ugly trend going because media sites like this keep telling us how every character and their mama can come back, be recast, except for one. Anyway, Marvel just set up Tony Stark's MCU return without ruining his death. Y'all rocking with me like I'm rocking with y'all. I'm rocking with y'all like y'all rocking with me. You remember when I said, if there ain't nobody, there ain't nobody. Remember when I said that? Remember when I kept referring to the fact that Tony Stark actually, there's a storyline in the comics, quite more than one, that plays out to him coming back. It does. Remember when Carol Danvers made Buddy take a dirt nap? Remember that? Remember that? Okay. Remember when he had the body, rebooted it and everything? Remember the extremist fire? Okay. We never, oh, that's supposed to be him gone. Oh, that's a payoff. I'm saying like that's the Iron Lung. That's the Iron Lung. Y'all bring him back whenever y'all get ready. I didn't read too many storylines where he come back. Yeah. His body being effed up. So you mean to tell me that the guy who everybody calls the futurist, him, that I've been reading about since the 70s. I can't speak for nobody else. I've been reading about this dude since the 70s. Since the 70s. Y'all remember the comic book where the dude actually had a nose? You know, had the nose in the armor? Okay, I'm back there. Okay, so back then, him, young. Okay, so him, we don't think, I'm not thinking he done made a way because he ain't thinking that this gonna be the outcome. Ain't this the dude that designed the damn Infinity Gauntlet? I mean, his version that Banner was gonna use. Didn't he create it? Well, ain't that the same damn dude that created the suit armor? So you mean to tell me that dude, I'm a comic book fan, I'm supposed to believe that dude didn't take into consideration his biological body might not be able to deal with the feedback of snapping in? Oh, no, hell no. Y'all, I'm a comic book fan. I'm sorry. You may have gotten that from the MCU. No, I wasn't introduced to Tony Stark in the MCU. I wasn't. I knew Tony from the comics. See, when you was watching Iron Man 2 and he was dealing with some alcohol issues, I already knew what that was. I knew I didn't need the MCU to introduce me to Pepper Potts. I already knew who she was. I was just trying to figure out why she wasn't happy. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out why she wasn't Mrs. Hogan. Just like I was trying to figure out who the hell Njobu was, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so Marvel just set up Tony Stark's MCU return without ruining his death in Avengers Twilight. Oh, this is recent. In Avengers Twilight, Tony Stark sacrifices himself to save his son from Red Skull's exploding armor. The comic shows Tony meeting up with Bruce Banner and Valhalla, with Thor having bent the rules to welcome his friends to the warrior paradise. Since the MCU set up Valhalla in Thor Love and Thunder, it's possible it has similar plans to return Robert Downey Jr.'s character without undoing his iconic death. Oh. So we do know that the comics are the source material. And that's a recent comic too. I didn't review it. You know who's reading Avengers Twilight right now? My brother D-Real. My brother D-Real is reading Avengers Twilight. Do you know who's covering Avengers Twilight? It ain't just my brother D-Real. I'm just gonna say that. Well, damn hell. You know who never offered an explanation like this, and still to this day, in regards to T'Challa? Any of you mother. I said it. None of y'all. Whether you this person or that person. You know, and because I follow y'all, just like how folks come over here, and they never say nothing, never leave a comment. Okay, well, so you mean tell me none of you Blerds read John Mayberry's, or you didn't read Reginald Hutton's run on Black Panther? And y'all didn't read Jonathan Mayberry's run on Black. None of you Blerds? Wow, that's interesting. Shuri becomes the Black Panther. Let me see here. Wakabi and Zuri take dirt naps. Oh shoot, Sion is over there. He is. The Dora Milaje, we get introduced to Anika. It's a lot of firsts over there in them three. Deadliest of the Species, Power, Doom War. Crazy. It's crazy because Reginald Hutton's run, Deadliest of the Species, would explain how T'Challa was still alive. I have, as of yet, to hear anybody that's black and popular talk about those three storylines. You tell me anybody has worn the mantle. Oh, there's been plenty of people who worn the mantle. But you know what you've never done? I know, because I follow y'all. None of you Blerds have educated people on the mantle of Black Panther. You haven't even dedicated videos to the character Black Panther. You haven't. Karama Horn put out a book. I didn't see neither one of y'all cover it. I ain't seen that one, but you got so much to say to talk about. What is it? You don't know about the mantle of Black Panther, and you don't know about the character of T'Challa. And clearly, you ain't studied the actor Chadwick Boseman, but you got so much to say. I've been watching y'all. Each and every you talk about more MCU stuff. You talk about comic book stuff. But truth be told, even when you talk about comic books, you're not necessarily reviewing the black comic books, are you? No, you're not. And I get it. I understand why. By and large, you don't see too many comic book reviews on this channel over here either. But you know consistently what we do get? Black. Unapologetically black. Black. You want me to talk about some X-Men stuff? It better be some black in it. Oh, we're not just going to talk about it just to be talking about it. We're not doing that. We're not doing. It's got to be some black somewhere up in yonder. So I need that. We need that. We need that. Black. No black. I can't do that. I'm dedicated to it. But now we do get to ask you this question, because now I got to spin the block. Well, damn, if they know how to bring Tony back, how come they don't know how to bring T'Challa back? And since you a Blerd and you got a YouTube channel, you know exactly what I know. Why you not asking the same damn question I'm asking? If they know the source material and have no problem quoting source to bring back every other damn hero, why they ain't talking about quoting source to bring back this hero? And don't talk to me like I'm stupid, because you are a black YouTuber in the entertainment industry. So you didn't see you Fast and the Furious. See, you not stupid now. See, now I can't talk to you like I would talk to somebody casual. But if you got so much to say, why you ain't say nothing about Fast and the Furious? You also then kept your mouth closed in regards to Captain America 4. But you black though. But see, I can't talk to you like I talk to somebody else. You a peer. So you know better. So you got Fast and the Furious over here. I ain't heard you say anything about that. That's not me being thirsty. No, that's me being knowledgeable. Why we can't have that conversation? You better not. You better not. Well, why we can't have a conversation about Captain America 4? William Hurt, Harrison Ford, Thunderbolt Ross. No, you gonna cap for that movie, ain't you? You gonna tell all your fans to go see that. You got a large following. You gonna tell everybody black to go see that movie. But you gonna disparage Black Panther fans for wanting that character recast. Oh no, mister, you gotta talk about this movie over here. What's so different? As Genuine would say. It's either Fast and Furious, Paul Walker, Brian O'Connor, or it's Captain America 4. William Hurt, Thunderbolt Ross, Harrison Ford. Pick one, my guy. And then be able to sit down and tell recast T'Challa fans why they still don't, and then talk about this article too. And then tell Black Panther recast T'Challa fans why they wrong. Explain it to them like they're in the 3rd grade. Yeah, see, this get me to spin the block. You're an intelligent brother. You watched the movies. You did. And you read them comics. You not a casual fan. Thus, you don't get casual excuses. You get your feet held to the fire. This is an adult conversation. What did I say that was... What'd you say? Make sure I get this right. What did I say that wasn't grown? Did I say anything that came across as thirsty? These folks ain't grown enough. I turn 57 next year. That's not necessarily an indication of grown. It is an indication of age, but I do turn 57 next year. Just turned 56. Got a granddaughter. Do I act principled? I don't even use that terminology in regard. I don't even principle. I just think I know what I'm talking about. It could easily check it. Because we don't We don't care about being right or wrong. We care about being actual. We care about being accurate. So you can always go back and check. I don't mind. I don't. And I'm not above being corrected either. The Rock With Me Nation keep me all the time. So the previous theory was Tony was coming back as an AI. Yep. Like, come on, this is crazy. Batman fans are ready to burn Rocksteady to the ground over Suicide Squad. Kill the Yep. If they bring back Tony in the MCU, he should be just AI, not in the physical body. Every easiest way to bring Tony, everyone else back is through straight reboot. Good morning, Paul Martin. I mean, Death and Resurrection. The death and of Jimmy Hudson, Guardian, and Alpha Flight Volume 1 said the easy way to bring him back. I think I was, yep, you sure were. Because I think me and you about the same age. 10 years ago, Blerd might have been introduced through Hudlin's run. Now it's just the MCU. Yep. First Iron Man comic, bro. I was Tony inspired. There it is. I was trying not to use the name, but you there now. He not gonna do that. Plus he has nano armor, Buckmeister. What's going on, Buckmeister? That's not gonna happen when Theo reads an absurd anti-T'Challa statement. I try not to, man. I'll be like, what did you got going on? I'll be like, we have to do all that. We did not, especially when I'm like this. And folks can say what they want to. I give everybody their due respect. I know everybody has they own talents and everything like that. Some of us, not some of us, all of us are, as YouTubers and just as people, are skilled in various areas, different areas, things that where it might be hard for one person to do it. It's easy for you to do it. Okay, well, I think we know each other's characteristics right now. So, and that's why I said I go back to, you gotta know who's in Recast T'Challa. The movement is going on 4 damn years old. It's been people in that movement. Their mindset has been their mindset. Who they are has been who they are. The only way you not taking me and D real seriously as some others should be taken seriously is because you looking at how many people rocking with us. That's it. But if you look at what the content that we drop, can't nobody say we don't know what the hell we're talking about. You just don't like it. Like I said, it could be raining outside and you not like that either. Going on out there. You better have your umbrella. Your ass gonna get wet. So I'm looking at that and everything. I'm like, bro, there's no way in hell. There's no excuse where every week from anywhere you can get various ways for characters in the MCU that are no longer part of the MCU to be restored and or if not recast. They got that for every character except for one. Now, mind you, this is the same character that they felt like, for whatever reason, they had to do something with him in animation. So you got to kill the character off live action. The character can't show up in animation. Bullshit. Bullshit. And if you've been living long enough, you know damn good and well that ain't the way things go. Well, it get to a point where I got to start looking at my brothers and sisters and say, okay, you've been living long enough to know damn good and well that ain't what that is. So why is you telling the other brothers and sisters to go along with it? What do you have to gain that you specifically got to gain where you got to keep leading your brothers and sisters astray? Because I've been living long enough. I know damn good and well that ain't what that is. You can't tell me I didn't watch the Fantastic Four. Well, you can, but damn. If you younger than me, which one of us probably understood the Fantastic Four better? Me or you? The cartoon. That's the question that I got to ask. How old were you when the X-Men first came out as a cartoon? Not when they first came out as a comic book, because clearly. How old were you when X-Men came out, the animated series, and how old was I? So which one of us understood that cartoon better? Folks swear they think they know. Which is why it's easy not to have conversations with certain people, because you get told on. So we're going to, like, what did Kendra say? You don't tell no lies on me. I won't tell no truth about you. Hated to spin the block on that, by the way. So when comic book movie experts say the darndest things, I spent the block on that one. Beau DeMayo on Wolverine and Morph. I don't even need to open up the article, but I will, because I do believe sharing is caring. I'm gonna open up the article. So I'm gonna give this to us. So this comes from Fandom Wire. Y'all like, Theo? No, I think it's. So I'm gonna do this. And honestly, can what Tevin Campbell said, can we talk? Can we talk? So I've been reading comic books for a while. Just gonna say that. I've been reading comic books for a while. I've been an X-Men fan for a minute. Been an X-Men fan for a minute. I go back to when they had on the blue and yellow, yellow. Yeah, that's my stuff. The 5, the original 5, the OG 5, when Hank looked human. Marvel Girl had the full mask on and everything like that. You remember she went from one point. She ain't always had a full mask. At one point in time she had the little, the mask on and everything like that, where her hair flowed a little bit better. I know you're like, damn, I told you. X-Men fan. Y'all remember Bobby Drake? Used to look like a snowman, which was like, damn, Iceman, but it looked snow. But anyway, Iceman. So, been reading X-Men a long time. Wolverine. Giant size X-Men. Okay, all right. Now, I never said I was a Wolverine fan. I said I'm a comic book fan. I got a homeboy. Well, used to be a homeboy. And I'm pretty sure some of us, I'm not gonna say most, I'm not gonna say all, I'm gonna say some of us, men, especially fellas, we know somebody that if it's got a heartbeat, they gonna hit it. They don't care what it look like. If it's got a heartbeat, they smash it. Okay, well, we've been reading comic books for a long time now. Who Logan ain't smashed? Aurora. But we know Logan for the streets, right? We know he for the streets. Okay, well, you read Krakoa, I read Krakoa. You read it, I read it. Oh, okay. Wasn't they very, very braggadocious about it was a threesome between them two? And they just bragging about it. You read that comic, I read it too. I just didn't say nothing. I said, oh, okay. All right. You remember when the island of Krakoa was formed? Y'all remember that? Remember when Scott and Logan was off in the cut, popping a can of Gene wasn't there? It was them two. Okay. Well, they've been hitting it this when it come to Logan. Why is folks acting surprised today? And this ain't no woke issue. Feel like if it's not black, it ain't got nothing to do with black, it ain't woke. Stop using that word arbitrarily like that. Just stop. Some black folks doing it too. No, it's got to be about black for it to be woke. School days. Wake up. Spike Lee. Come on, damn. But anyway, yeah, look, Logan a trisexual. If that, Theo, what do you mean? He gonna try it. He don't care. So really, watch this. So don't nobody think Logan and Wade then got it in? Wade Wilson and Logan. You don't think that went down? That's like me asking this question. we don't think Star Fox then used his power, because it's on record, but we don't think he didn't use his power to get quite a bit of cookie. Do we think Bruce Wayne is really, or we just think it's just Selena and Talia al Ghul? We're like, we don't think he didn't smash nobody else? It just be some stuff. I'd be like, yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him. So yeah. I'm sorry, X-Men fans. I get it. Yes. And nobody's ever gonna say it because Wolverine is supposed to be that manly man because he got hair on his arms there. Oh, that's a manly man, all right. We ain't gonna talk about remnants of the heart-shaped herb and the blood on the knife that killed Killmonger. Should he couldn't have used that, and Bucky did. Man, listen. What's going on, Rashad? What's going on? Feige's butter biscuits is why they do it. Listen, I don't. First of all, the fact that I'm being asked to believe that the meteorite, that Wakanda, the fact that I'm being asked to believe that the heart-shaped herb don't grow everywhere in Wakanda. Like, it ain't just in one place in Wakanda. But then again, them the same people that had me believing that even though Wakanda is inland in Africa, Namor could just pull up. That's what folks had me believing. Folks wanted me to believe that the most technologically advanced nation on the face of the earth would wage war against the undersea kingdom with a barge. That's what folks would have me believing. And you know what? Some folks went along with it. Some folks went along with it. Me, I was like, I don't know. But I did know, watch this. I did know that was Avengers versus X-Men. That storyline was in there. I did catch that. So I was like, wait a minute. So you did use, so you do know the comic books out there. Well, why you didn't use Deadliest of the Species? Why you just used Avengers versus X-Men? And why did you use, watch this, why did you use Power? Because that's when Shuri actually fights Namor. It's in the second part of her run. It's in Power. It's not in Deadliest of the Species. Deadliest of the Species is when she becomes Black Panther. She fights Namor in Power. And she's about to get murked if the FF don't pull up. But why is that what you're doing? So I know, watch this, as a comic book fan, as a nerd, see, I can speak to that. But see, I should be able to speak to that as a Blerd too. I should be able to tell those that's rocking with me that they borrowed from Power, which begs the question, why they didn't borrow from Deadliest of the Species, written by Reginald Hudlin, a Black writer that actually comes before Jonathan Mayberry's run. Power. Why they didn't use that? Because that tells you how T'Challa lived. But you're going to tell me about Shuri and Namor fighting. So you got the source material. You just picking which parts to use. Now, you know who's supposed to call that out? You know who's supposed, you know whose job it is to call that out? That's not Kevin Feige's job to call that out. That's not Marvel Studios' job to point that out. It's not. You know who's supposed to point that out? If nobody, especially if nobody else says it, it's supposed to be the Black nerd. Definitely should be the Blerd. It definitely should be the Blerd. But at the very least, it should be somebody Black that's either, that if they call themselves a comic book fan, somebody Black is supposed to call out that inconsistency. Who did it? Who did it? Which one of them told you that the high tutors of Isaiah are all men and not women? Because that was the black nerd's responsibility. It wasn't nobody else's. It's been the black nerd's responsibility to educate you on all these black superheroes in the MCU. Who's been doing it? And no, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about it's our responsibility. Our responsibility. Take me off the table. But it says a lot that if they ain't been doing it, but they repping black. You repping black or you getting paid for being black. It's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference. And if you ain't been doing it, and you know you ain't been doing it, then be mindful of those that have when you call yourself wanting to say something disrespectful on social media. Because if you ain't been doing it, and you know damn good and well you ain't been doing it, don't say anything derogatory about those that have. Because those that have, we know you haven't. We know you haven't. So how in the hell is you gonna sit up there and bump your damn gums when by and large I'm doing something you're not doing? And I ain't complaining that you ain't doing it, but what you not finna do is be disingenuous to me and mine, because we are. That'll have you get in my crosshairs and peer to peer. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So let's be mindful going forward. When we say stuff, have respect for those that are out here just like you out here. Don't make me do that, because it ain't about being popular to me. It's about the culture. I said that once, I say it again. It's about the culture. I give two damns about getting in bed with Marvel. I give two damns about getting in bed with the MCU. I give two damns about getting in bed with DC. I don't care. It's about my people, and I ain't got to call myself Blerd to rep my people. No, I need to have that knowledge. I need to have that knowledge and be unapologetically black about mine. Well, guess what? I'm both. So when you speak on mine going forward, speak on yours. That's crazy. Make sure you're being knowledgeable. As for Wolverine fans, well, Morph is Morph. And if you think him and Logan ain't, then you ain't been reading comics. Like, if you don't think they've been getting it in, man, I'm not into it personally. I remember Jonathan Hickman said he was joking with that, but after he was kicked off, X-Men New Riders went buck wild with that concept. Yep. Logan's trisexual. Yeah. That's why I say it's like I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't. But I've been looking at the way Logan been being written for years. And Logan for the streets. Logan is for the streets. He is. He all that in a Logan don't care. And he ain't cared for a minute. He ain't. He ain't. He ain't. He ain't. Y'all know it. Y'all, I'm gonna keep it with these notes though. The Kamoyo King, we ain't gonna talk about remnants of the heart-shaped herb in the blood. Yeah, I didn't understand that one. I did not, because they act like it don't grow all over. That's like a plant just growing right here in this room, this section of the house. Really? It's not nowhere else? Nowhere? Wow, it's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it with these. Let me see. I'm late greeting. What's going on, Afro? What's going on? We in here. I remember he was arguing with E, who well, look, I'm so glad I'm using a different format today, because I've been in highlighted notes. I'm trying not to do that. Bro should have at me, because he was talking about me directly. You bring a lot of attention with you, Buck. Buck. You Buck. First of all, it ain't just you, and anybody choosing to engage you, if they know it ain't just you. So you first of all, a movement. You represent a movement, okay? And then after said that movement, there are some people in the movement that I wouldn't necessarily want to talk to. If I'm being tactical, one, I would never engage Kimoyo. Because, watch this. The only way I would engage Kimoyo is if I knew I could get him to be angry and say something he was going to regret. But if I can't get him to be angry and say something he going to regret, he going to match energy for energy. He don't care. Okay. That's him. I can say that BC, Miss May Kent, she want to smoke on social media. She don't care. Okay, well, that's a female. You're going to kind of have to be careful. You're going to have to be careful. Going, because how you finna paint this female? She black. Like, you're going to be hard pressed to paint her in a negative light. She black. See, I'm just mentioning them two. Okay, well, Buck, you coming in with the graphic art. Folks can say what they want to say about you, but they ain't even doing that. All they telling you is to stop talking about the character. They ain't doing nothing they damn self. Watch this. They're not even doing anything to keep the character alive outside of live action. You're actually doing something to keep the character alive outside of live action, and all they want to do is talk to you about live action. Never want to talk to you about other stuff. Well, I don't know why they keep talking to you. I would never engage me in D-Real. From a tactical standpoint, that makes no sense. It's better for me and him to be ignored than be acknowledged. Because if you sit us down across from anybody, that knowledge is that knowledge. That knowledge is that knowledge. The passion, care, and concern, that's going to be that. Well, if you can't match it and you're more popular than they are, you don't need to acknowledge them. You don't need to find yourself in a situation where you might level them up if you don't want to level them up. Because if you level them up, now they're on the same level as you are, perception-wise. Thus, their word carries just as much weight as yours does, if not more, because they know more than you do. No, you don't need to acknowledge them. But you don't need to antagonize them either. You don't need to antagonize them, and you don't need to say stuff that might cause them to look at you sideways. This statement this morning, Buckmeister, while it may have been aimed at you, it's enough to have somebody credible. We all are look at him sideways. Now the question is, do I want to say something to you? Because we are peers. We don't always agree. We're not supposed to. But while we don't have to agree, what we can do is be respectful. And his statement was anything but respectful. It was damn near trollish. So now he got me looking at him like, this what we doing? This what we doing? I just want to be clear. Because you know I'm part of Recast T'Challa. So low key, you telling folks he's thirsty. I ain't coming at you like that. I ain't coming at you like that. I ain't saying nothing about you like that. We gonna say some other stuff saying they want to act principle. It's not an act with me. So you should have said some. Some of them ain't grown enough. When you say they, that's an all-inclusive statement. some, then I'd be like, oh, well, he ain't talking about me. But when you say they, you say they act. Well, I know you ain't saying nothing about Lamar Hoskins. You ain't saying nothing about Clay Benet. You ain't saying nothing about his rank as a sergeant major. You ain't say nothing. So we don't want to have that conversation because your fans will ask, why didn't you? The Rock With Me Nation ain't going to ask me that. But your fans will ask you, why didn't you say something? Why didn't you let it be known that that was dirty, that that was wrong? You don't want to have that conversation with me. So you're doing the right thing. Keep my name out your mouth. Facts, these Steve, they totally killed this popularity. Black Panther and Bobby Drake was the worst. 50 years retcon. Alan Scott. Boy, look, Steezel is a comic book fan. By the way, I don't acknowledge either one of them. And when I say I don't acknowledge, Bobby Drake is still heterosexual. Alan Scott is still heterosexual. I'm not acknowledging that change for a change. Just like, watch this. Theo be like, Theo, you shouldn't feel. No. North Star is gay. He gay. He came in gay. He gonna leave gay. That's a gay superhero. I'm not changing that. See how that go? Yeah, I'm not doing that. No, he gay. Proud of it. That's what that is. Let me see here. Logan ain't returning those feelings. He's team redhead Japanese. They never pushed North Star. North Star. Well, I will say this. I don't know if you read Alpha Flight. It was a Fallen X tie-in. North Star was there. His husband was in it as well. Did not get 86. North Star represents. North Star represents. And see, that's the thing. I covered that comic. I done told people I'm a North Star fan. I like the fact that he ain't what folks think that is. No, he coming in whooping ass. he come in whooping ass. Look at his sister sideways, he whooping ass. Look at his man sideways, he whooping ass. Look at him sideways, he whooping ass. I like that character. I've been rocking with North Star since I was in high school though. Let's see. They trying to make I don't know if they necessarily trying to make it with Hercules. If I go back, watch this. Theo, don't shoot the message. Ain't he Greek? Before anybody get upset about what Hercules is doing in the comics, have you studied the God? The deity? Man, God, man, child. What have you studied? Have you read up on it? Before anybody get offended about what they got him doing in the comics, has anybody read about this? Okay. I'm just saying, folks Hercules might not be the one we need to be talking about. We might need to just be like, oh, okay. That's all I'm saying. When it comes to him, it might be like, oh, okay. All right, I get that. I'm just saying, Hercules might not need to be the one we complain about. We might just need to, okay, that's him. That's him. That's what that is. Same with Wiccan and Hulkling. They were actually my favorite in Young Avengers. North Star made his first video game debut in Marvel Contest Chapter Mobile Game. Yeah, I studied 6 months. Herc was never that. Study. Watch this. Thor ain't got blonde hair. That's why I say it's like just Thor ain't got blonde hair. He's redhead. But we okay. And so Hercules. Now Okay, so you ready? Y'all ready? See, I stopped reading Greek mythology as a kid because Zeus was too. See, so according to Wikipedia, the poet. Like, Theo, what's wrong? So, the poet Theocritus, Theocritus, I know, wrote around 300 BC that Heracles had a gay lover named Hylas, who had curly hair. After killing Hylas' father in a duel, Hercules took Hylas on as a weapon bearer, and Hylas became his favorite companion and lover. Hylas accompanied Hercules on all his adventures, including on the Argo. Now, I wasn't around back during 300 BC. See, comics. What's the source material? See, I gotta represent, because see, so I don't want somebody coming to me saying, and they could, well, Theo, you call yourself to be knowledgeable. I do. Well, if you read, then you would know, and they would be right, that some folks wrote him before you was born as being gay. Okay. They would absolutely be right. Okay. Well, then if he was gay and that's the source material, because you keep talking about source material, then the mythology Greek would serve to be the inspiration for his character in the comic. You right? You're absolutely right. So while they might not feel inclined to make his character gay in the comics, if they choose to do so at a later point based on the Greek mythology, no differently, if they choose to make Thor's hair red at some point in time based on Norse mythology, I got to keep that same energy. I can't say nothing. I got to keep the same energy. So I'm like this. So I don't, it be one of them things where, watch this, that's not my culture, and I'm not going to tell them what it should be. That ain't my mythology. Y'all say Heracles was gay, he was gay. With Theo, they ain't writing him like that in the comics. Hey, Marvel. They say he was gay, and they got proof. They got proof he was gay. So they say he need to be written more accurately according to mythology. So if I want them to tell the truth about the straight character, I want them to tell the truth about every character. I feel DC is a little closer to the myths over Marvel. Yeah, no doubt on that one. No doubt on that one. I'm like this. I read, the comic versions are different from, so no doubt on that. Was just what I like to do for my peace of mind. Got to figure the Argo was like that cruise cubicle. I like me. I like my gender, my orientation, and I want everybody to like their gender and their orientation. And so if I'm going to be an advocate for mine, right, I ain't finna disparage somebody else for being an advocate for theirs. And if I'm going to fight for Bobby Drake and Alan Scott to be maintained as heterosexual, and I'm going to fight for North Star to be maintained as gay, I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to look at Hercules and I'm like, hey, you got that story over there. He looking at y'all. But listen, that's my time. I'm out. Where we at? 1 minute 35. Oh, yeah. We got an hour 35. Oh, yeah. Good show and everything like that. Mornings in Wakanda. Yes, we do have What a Week It Was Wednesday. coming your way tonight. Probably 8, 9 o'clock and everything like that. Make sure you got your notifications on. Make sure you got your notifications on. Also, click, like, share, subscribe, share the video. Last time I checked, I think we had Rock With Me Nations at 1082. Yes. Admittedly so. I'm at 1200 by Saturday would be great. That helps to grow the channel, grow the awareness, grow the knowledge per se and everything like that. So yeah, let's keep doing what we do, share the knowledge, and be unapologetically who you are. Stay on top of the knowledge, grow your knowledge, keep it. Don't let somebody make you feel like you don't know what you're talking about. If you know what you're talking about, accuracy, own it. Don't shy away from that, and you ain't wrong in standing 10 toes down. That said, in memory of the late, great Don Cornelius, as we always end these shows, we want to be able to talk to each other and not about each other. So until the next time, might be before the night, might be later on tonight. We wish you love, peace, soul to the Rock With Me Nation. Peace.